And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another production here on the Open Mic Broadcast Network. We're here in Daikin Stadium in Waller, Texas, here for the season finale matchup between the Waller Bulldogs and the Cypress Parks Tigers. Bulldogs come in with a record of 6-3 overall and 4-2 district play. Bulldogs were able to punch their ticket finally into postseason UIL play. So Bulldogs will be looking to carry their winning ways into playoffs with the win here for their final home game. We'll take a quick break as the Bulldogs are making their way out onto the field as they get ready to honor America. You are listening to the Mike Broadcast Network. We'll remind you this broadcast being brought to you by the Temple of Refuge Ministry located in Prairie View, Texas, building the one kingdom, one soul at a time. Said this is the Mike Broadcast Network, the matchup between Cypress Park Tigers and Waller Bulldogs. Right where you got it. Be right back right after this. Ladies and gentlemen, to the Mike Broadcast Network here at Daikin Stadium, where they have the matchup of Tigers and your Waller Bulldogs. The Bulldogs coming in wearing the maroon helmet with the maroon top, white number, white pants, maroon stripe going down the side. For the visiting team, Tigers coming in wearing with the black helmet, white top, black numbers, and with the gold pants going down the side. So both teams coming out already, getting ready, set here. Parks come in with the overall record of 0-9 for the season, 0-6 in district play for the Bulldogs. In coming with a record of 6-3, 4-2 record in district play. Currently third in District 16 standing, so have a chance possibly finish second, no higher. But regardless, still have punched their ticket into postseason play. Good turnout here for this matchup here for some Friday Night Lights. Clear Guys, fans steady making their way in. We do have a little bit of some wind starting to pick up. Flags blowing in from the north end zone right now. Captains making their way out to midfield. Captains for the Bulldogs, number 11. Robert Carter, number 8. Tyson Boudreaux, number 18. Finn Crossgrove, number 26. Caleb Whitfield, and number 34, Alan Vasquez. So as we just heard from the head official, the Bulldogs have won the toss and will receive to open up this contest. Will receive the ball moving from left to right on your dial. Bulldogs coming in wearing the maroon helmet. Building on the left side, numbers on the right. Maroon top, white numbers trimmed in black, white pants with the maroon stripe going down the side for the Cypress Park Tigers. Black helmets, white top, black number with gold pants. To kick deep for Tigers. Start off the game will be number 42, Andrew Sanchez. Back deep for the Bulldogs. Making their way out onto the field. Special teams unit number 10, Caden Sherry, number 0, Deshaun McGarry. Two gentlemen standing right about their 10-yard line. Moments away here to get the contest on the way. The clock is sitting at 7 minutes. 7:04 is clock. Kick is up. Seen by return for the Bulldogs trying to return this to the left side of the field. Trying to follow his blockers. Going to be finally stopped and tackled past 35 at the 37 for the Bulldogs. Officially at the 38. And that's where TK Gaines and this Waller Bulldogs offense will get their first possession to start off this contest. So first and 10 for Waller Bulldogs. TK Gaines come lined up in the pistol formation. Got 3 receivers lined up to the right side. Robert Carter will be the running back. Hikes the ball's going to hand it off to Carter. Carter runs to the right side, getting dragged behind, but still going to truck those feet, keeping the feet going. Past the first down marker. Whistle's not dead. Still getting extra push past the midfield, past the 45. Finally going to be pushed down inside the Tigers' territory. Officially at the 45 now. Getting another spotting down. Say he's going to be at the Tigers' 43-yard line. So good first run by Robert Carter. Good extra push by the offensive line. Has his first play for a first down for the Bulldogs. Now another first down play inside. The Tigers territory officially at the 43. Shotgun formation for Gaines. Got 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Gets the snap, fakes the handoff to Carter. Now looking to pass, steps up in the pocket, go take a shot down towards the end zone. Play's going to be caught by Caden Sherry. Caden Sherry going up, made the contested catch and hauls it in for the 43-yard touchdown. So 2 plays for the Bulldogs, 1 first down and 1 touchdown. That's how they start off this contest. Special team unit out on the field for the Bulldogs. Snap kind of low by Reed, and it's going to be blocked by the Tigers. And special team just going to fall on it. Just gonna say it was kind of a low snap right there. Reed was able to handle it. Parks special teams unit was able to facilitate that line and get over it and block it. Our score will now stand Waller 6, Cypress Park 0. We'll take a quick break. We'll keep it right where you got it. You're listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network. And welcome back here, ladies and gentlemen, to the Open Mic Broadcast Network. This kickoff being received by Tigers, trying to get a nice return over there on the right side of the numbers. Tackle right around the 29-yard line. And that's where the Cypress Park Tigers going to get their first possession, moving from right to left. First and 10 for the Tigers coming. They leading them at quarterback duty will be number 1, Nicholas Williams. Coming line up in the shotgun formation. Got one receiver to the right, two to the left. Gets a snap, low snap. They hand it off to the running back, run to the right side. Going to split a hole, but not going to be tackled by the linebacker, number 52, Trace Godley, for a 2-yard gain. So it's going to make it a second down and 8 for Cypress Park. That carry was made by number 30, William Warren on the carry. So first and second. We'll say the second and 7 now for Parks. So 3-yard king for Mr. Williams. Ball's going to be a fumble on the carry. Scoop and score. It's going to be tackled by the shoelace. But nevertheless, it's a turnover for the Bulldogs. Coming away with that turnover, number 25, Joey Bazan. The Bulldogs will have this one inside Tigers territory. So 2 plays for the Tigers, and they end up turning the ball over. So the Bulldogs have this one inside Tigers territory, officially at the 20-yard line. TK Gaines and his offense come out. Pistol formation, 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Going to hand this off to the Boudreaux, the running back, trying to run it to the left side, trying to get a block. Going to be staying in bounds. He's going to be in for the touchdown. So 1 play, and Boudreaux is in for the touchdown, 20 yards out. Bulldogs able to extend their lead, see if they bring out the point after a tempo where they keep the offense out on the field to go for 2. Right now, look to keep one out. They're going to send the point out the attempt just to make this a 13-0 lead. If they can punch this extra point in successfully, last one got blocked. Kick is up and it is good. So 10 minutes and 23 seconds into our ball game, the Bulldogs are leading by a score of 13-0 over the Cypress Park Tigers. Take a quick break. Keep right where you got it. And welcome back here, ladies and gentlemen, to the Open Mic Broadcast Network here in Daikin Stadium in Waller, Texas, where the Bulldogs leading by a score 13-0 over the Cypress Park Tigers. Got the ball is loose and recovered right now by the Bulldogs. We got a penalty marker on the field right now, but they're already deeming that the play was dead. Penalty marker right around the Tigers' 21-yard line. So we'll wait the call, see who. So the first penalty marker of the game going to go against the Bulldogs for a 15-yard penalty marker. So Cypress Parks will get this one with better field position, starting field position, I should say. Officially now, we'll have it at last official spot. So should be right around the 36. So now about the 37. So they're on 37. So first and 10 for the Tigers. Nichols working in the shotgun formation. Got split receivers, one to the left, looking to the right. It's going to be intercepted by the Bulldogs at the 35, at the 30, at the 25, at the 20. It's one man to beat at the 5, and he's going to be in for the touchdown. One play, and the Bulldogs able to return this one for the 45-yard pick six. The lefty quarterback couldn't fit the needle to his wide receiver and got picked off by the safety McGarry for the Bulldogs. Able to return it all the way back to the house and outrun the quarterback and angle him into the end zone right there. Point out the attempt is snap is good, hold is good, the kick is up and it's good. So 23 seconds just like that, the Bulldogs able to extend their lead. 20-0 is our score. We'll take a quick break. Keep right where you got it. You're listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Open Mic Broadcast Network here at Daikin Stadium with the Bulldogs already out to an outstanding command and lead, leading by a score of 20-0 over the Cypress Park Tigers. Kickoff by number 43 for the Bulldogs. That is Brandon Herrera. Kickoff is going to be returned by the return man for the Tigers. Get this one past the 25. Finally spun around, tackled out of bounds, right around the 29-yard line. But we do have another penalty marker coming in after the play. Penalty marker is actually going to be waved off. So the Tigers will have this one starting at their own 32-yard line. Williams and his offense coming back out on the field, working from right to left. The lefty quarterback working in the shotgun formation. Got two receivers to his left, one to the right. It's gonna be more of the pistol formation now. Gonna get the snaps. Gonna hand this off to the running back. Running back trying to run to the right side. Trying to come back up midfield, but be tackled behind by number one, Tyron. Hold Mr. Williams to a 2-yard gain right there. So second down and 8 for Parks, and we have an injured Tiger out on the field. So we'll step away momentarily while they tend to the injured Tiger, but keep it right where you got Bulldogs leading by a score of 20-0. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. That injured Tiger was number 64, Brian Cardano, able to walk off out on the field on his own power. So a good sign for the Tigers. Offensive lineman right there. So teams making their way out on the field to ready to resume action. Second and 8 for the Tigers. Shotgun formation for Nicholson. Got one receiver to his right, two to his left. Running back lined up to his right side. Gets the snap. Going to hand this off to the running back. Trying to run to the left side. Going to be met immediately by a host of Bulldogs. Be lucky if he got back to the line of scrimmage if they give him forward progress, but they're not saying no forward progress. Going to be a tackle for a loss of 1 yard right there. So we're making a third down and 9 now for the Tigers. 8 minutes and 58 seconds right here in the first quarter. Tigers have this one, trailing by a score of 20-0. Nichols working in the shotgun formation, low snap, able to maintain it with my one hand. So step up in the pocket. They're going to take this one sidearm it, but not going to be able to connect with this receiver. End up taking a big hit after the end of that one. Not seeing any penalty markers coming after that one. So the Bulldogs able to stand tall and force a 3-and-out here. Have to force the Tigers to bring out their punting unit. Back deep for the Bulldogs be number 10, Caden Sherry. Sherry standing at his own 31-yard line. The punt for Tigers will be number 0. That is Chris Owen. Owen I. That penalty marker coming in. Be a false start going against the Tigers. So Tigers picking up their first penalty here. He's going to push them back 5 yards. Going to make this a 4th down and 14 now. Push it back all the way to their own 28-yard line. Low snap, able to maintain it as the punter gets a nice kick into it. Caden Sherry's getting away from it. Going to let this one take a bounce, and it's going to take a Tiger bouncing past the 25. Finally down. Bulldogs going to have this one inside their own 25, officially at their own 21-yard line. Bulldogs going to bring back their offense out on the field. Coming in led by TK Gaines, a sophomore. So 1st and 10 for Bulldogs working in shotgun formation. Man comes in motion. He's going to do a jet sweep, trying to pitch this one off to the wide receiver, Allen Haynes. He's going to try and follow his blockers to the right side of the field. He's going to go for a gain about 4 yards right there. So I was going to say it's 2nd down and 6 now for the Bulldogs. Bulldogs huddled up right now momentarily, looking over to the sideline, getting their new play call now from the offensive coordinator now making their way now to the offensive line of scrimmage. Working in the shotgun formation this game. He's got split receiver, one to the left, now the one to the right comes in motion to the left side. He's going to hand this off to Robert Carter. Bujo trying to run to the right side, but Bujo's going to be about a yard shy of the first down. Correction. He's going to have enough for the first down. Needed 6 and got 7. Bujo's second carry of the game goes for 7 yards. Have the Bulldogs 1st and 10 now, spotted at their own 32-yard line. Bulldogs breaking the huddle now. Gang's going to have this working in the shotgun formation. Empty set. Got 4 receivers to the left. Now one to the right comes in motion. Going to try and run this to a jet sweep. Going to the left side. Trying to follow his blockers. Number 9 makes one man miss. Now going to be finally tackled. Pass the first down marker. But we do have a penalty marker coming in behind the play. It's going to be right around the Bulldogs' 30-yard line. So might be indication that it's on the Bulldogs. Bulldogs getting flagged for the 5 men in the penalty right there on that formation. So they're going to push them back to a 1st and 15 now, all the way at their own 28-yard line. 6:51 remaining here in the first quarter. Bulldogs leading by a score of 20-0 over the Cypress Parks Tigers. Clock continues to roll now here. Bulldogs breaking the huddle, making their way back to the line of scrimmage. Gaines gets this one working in the shotgun formation. Got 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Gets the snap now, looking to pass. Going to take a shot down here to the right side of the field. Going to be a pass. Going to be incomplete. Ball kind of underthrown. Was trying to hit number 9, Isaac Brown, the wide receiver, the sophomore. Had a beat on the cornerback. If that one just could have been led a little bit with a little bit less air on it, would have been another big explosive play for the Bulldogs. So nevertheless, falls incomplete. Make it 2nd down and 15 now for the Bulldogs. Gaines now working in the shotgun formation. 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left, rolling to the left. Going to throw it and complete to the right receiver. Mobile trying to spin around, stay in bounds. Going to take a hit and going to be finally knocked out of bounds past midfield into side Tigers territory. Say about the 49. Say they're going to actually take 2 yards. And say that spin around knocked them back. So going to say at their own 49-yard line. So 1st and 10 now for the Bulldogs. Ball is spotted at their own 49-yard line. Ball's going to be handed off to Bujo. Bujo's running right up the middle of the scene, and he's going to be at the 20, at the 15, at the 10, at the 5. He's going to be in for the touchdown. Jayon Bujo's able to get it and punch his 3rd touch in for his 2nd touchdown for the day. Bulldogs bringing out the point after unit. Snap is high, maintained by Brendan. Kick is up, and it is good. So 6:14 is our score. Excuse me, 6:14 is our time remaining. Our score, the Bulldogs leading 27-0 over the Cypress Parks Tigers. We'll take a quick break. We'll keep it right where you got it. And welcome back here, ladies and gentlemen, to the Open Mic Broadcast Network. And here at Daikin Stadium in Waller, Texas, where the Bulldogs are out to a commanding lead over the Cypress Parks Tigers, leading by a score of 27-0 here in the season finale. Ball's going to be turned by the return man for the Tigers, trying to run to the right side, trying to follow his blockers. Going to be past the 25, past the 30, officially at the 31-yard line. So that's where the Tigers will get this one to start their next possession. Just tuning in, see how we got here. The Bulldogs able to capitalize on their first drive of the game. 2 plays in and off with the 43-yard touchdown reception from Caden Sherry. And then the Bulldogs were able to capitalize on the fumble and then turn that into a touchdown. 1 play from Boudreaux, 20 yards out. Then the assuming possession, able to pick off the Tigers, return that one into the house for a pick 6. And then the Bulldogs able to force a 3 and out on the Tigers' next possession. In their next possession, the Bulldogs were able to punch it out in and on a 49-yard touchdown for his second touchdown of the day for Boudreaux to have our score here now. Bulldogs 27, Side Parks 0. The first play for the Parks going to be ran to the right side, but we have another penalty mark coming in at the end of the play. So both teams already with 2 penalties in this contest right now. This one's going to push the Tigers back 10 yards. First and 10 for them, officially at their own 21-yard line. 5:59 right here in the first quarter. Working in the shotgun formation is Nichols. Got 1 receiver to his right, 2 to his left. The running back, Williams, lined up to his left side. Now the man in motion coming from right to left. Trying to throw a quick screen pass to the left side. It's going to be a ball that's a bit too high, intended for number 0, Mr. Chris. So second down and 24. The Tigers. Pistol formation for Nichols. 1 receiver to the right. Got 2 receivers to the left. Gets a snap. Now going to toss this out to the running back, trying to run to the left side, trying to follow his block. It's going to be passed. Tackle to 20. Right around, say officially now, 24-yard line. So that carry goes for 5 yards. So it's going to make this now. Correction, say it's going to correction that going to go for a 3-yard gain for the running back. So third down and 17 for the Tigers. Nichols working in the shotgun formation. Got 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Now rolling out of the pocket, trying to force this one because he had to avoid a sack. It's going to be picked off by the Bulldogs. The safety number 23, Weston Hubertus. And the Bulldogs going to able to get their second turnover in this one. Gonna have good starting field position on this one. Officially at the Tigers 46, 42-yard line. So coming back out on the field for the Bulldogs will be their offense now led by number 7, Caden Key. Working in a shotgun formation, got 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. He's going to fake the pitch off to the running back. Carter's going to now run this to the right side, trying to follow his blockers, make 1 cut up midfield. Tackle right around the 35. So Key able to get that one for a gain of about 7 yards. So second down and 3 for the Bulldogs. Ball is spotted at the Tigers' 35-yard line. 4:27 right here in the first quarter. Bulldogs moving from left to right on your dial. Again, the Bulldogs coming in wearing the maroon helmet, maroon top, white pants, maroon stripe going down the side. Now working in a shotgun formation is Key. Got 2 receivers to the left now, indicate the new route to the wide receiver. Mobile, not leaving looking his way. He's going to throw this one to the right side of the field. Tried to connect to his receiver number 14, Baylor C, but put a little bit too much on that one, too high for his receiver, so it's going to fall incomplete. So third down and 3 for the Bulldog. Clock's going to stop at 4 minutes and 5 seconds. Bulldogs huddle up, looking over to the sideline to get the new respected play call here. Now breaking huddle. Lee Key is working in the pistol formation. Robert Carter is the running back, lined up behind him. Going to hand this one off to Carter. Carter trying to make a move miss. And it's going to still keep those feet moving. And finally going to be tackled past the 25. Officially at the 22. So 18-yard gain right there for Carter. So a 20-yard run by Carter. Now 18-yard run by Carter. Has this one the first and 10 for Bulldogs. Officially at the Tigers' 22-yard line. Substitution late coming in for the Tigers. Now the Bulldogs going to look up to the sideline, get the new play call. They're just going to let this one just roll down. Now Key get the new play call. Ready to go, gets the snap. It's going to be a quarterback design running up the right side. Key's going to be in for the touchdown. Key 22 yards out to extend the Bulldogs lead here. So 3:15 to go here in the first quarter. The Bulldogs out to a commanding lead over the Cypress Park Tigers by a score of 34-0 here at Daikin Stadium. We'll take a quick break. We'll keep it right where you got it. You're listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Open Mic Broadcast Network with the Bulldogs leading by a score of 34-0 over the Cypress Parks Tigers. Back deep for Tigers will be returned by number 30 now. Mr. William Warren trying to run to the right side, has a lane that's going to be forced out of bounds past the 35. Officially at the 38-yard line. That's where Tigers will get this one at their own 38, moving from right to left. Tigers coming in wearing the black helmet, white top, black number, gold pants. Getting a nice turnout here for the Bulldogs here for their season finale. The Bulldogs have already punched their ticket to the playoffs, so we will be giving you coverage of that first round matchup when the schedule comes out. So this one's going to be a handoff to the running back, William, trying to run to the left side. Going to be just shy of midfield, tackle right about the 47-yard line. Would have had enough for the first down possibly, but we do have another penalty marker coming in behind the play. Penalty marker came in right about the 45 on the Tigers side of the field. See where they officially spot this one. But I guess they'll say it happened before he got there, so it's going to push them back 10 and make this a first and 20 now for the Tigers, pushed all the way back to their own 28-yard line. Working in the shotgun formation is Nichols. Got two receivers to the right, one to the left. Gets a snap, looking to pass. Pressure coming in by the Bulldogs. Going to just heave this one in to no man's land. See if they call intentional grounding on that one. Wasn't a receiver in sight right there. So not seeing a penalty marker for the intentional grounding. So it will remain second down and 24. The Tigers. Clock stopped at 2 minutes and 29 seconds. Still here in the first quarter. Bulldogs leading by a score 34-0. Shotgun formation for Williams. Fakes the handoff to the wide receiver. Tried to connect with this. Excuse me. Fake the handoff to his running back. Trying to connect to his wide receiver right there. Number 81, Brandon Santini. So third and 20 now for the Tigers. Nichols working in the shotgun formation. Got two receivers to the right, one to the left. Wide receiver also, Mr. Brandon Santini, lined up in the backfield with the running back, William Warren. We hand off to William Warren trying to run to the right side. Now make a cut up midfield. Going to be trying to drag Bulldogs with them. But it's going to get back just to the original line of scrimmage for a 10-yard gain right there to make this a fourth down and 10 for the Tigers and have to force Donald Lawrence to bring out the punting unit here once again. Back deep for the Bulldogs. Number 10, Caden Sherry, standing at his own 25-yard line. He's going to try and just wave this one off because this one's going to sail into the Tigers' sideline. East side over there. See where they officially get the spot at, but wasn't a good punt by the Tigers' special teams right there. Bulldogs going to get good starting field position, officially at their own 45-yard line, where the Bulldogs will have this one. Bulldogs coming back, leading them for this drive will be the sophomore, number 4, TK Gaines now working in shotgun formation. Man comes in motion. Gonna pitch one out to Allen Hayes. Allen Hayes trying to run to the right side, trying to follow his blocker. Gonna pass midfield. Gonna be about a yard shy of the first down, but now they're saying he was able to pass the first down for 11-yard gain on that run on the jet sweep. So now we'll have it 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs inside the Tigers' territory, officially at the 46-yard line, should be 44-yard line of the Tigers. Bulldogs now breaking huddle. TK Gaines lined up in the pistol formation. Now it's going to move Bujo, make this a shotgun formation. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Going to throw a quick screen out to the wide receiver on the right side, trying to connect to him. It's number 9, Mr. Brown, trying to bounce off a tackle, but not being able to go anywhere after that one. It's going to say that reception is going to go for a gain of 1 yard. That was his second target toward, third target, I should say, towards Mr. Brown this afternoon for his first official catch for a yard. So we'll make this a 2nd down and 9 for the Bulldog. Shotgun formation, 4 Gaines, 2 receivers to his left, 2 to his right. Fakes the handoff to the running back. Now going to try and throw another screen pass over here to the right side to connect to his wide receiver right there, number 3, David Brown, the third. And that reception only going to go for a modest gain of maybe about 2 yards right there. So they actually went for 3 yards. So we're going to make this a 3rd down and 6 for the Bulldogs, and that will take us to the end of 1 quarter of play. The Bulldogs leading by a score of 34-0 over the Cypress Park Tigers. We'll take a quick break. We'll keep it right where you got it. You're listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Open Mic Broadcast Network, where the Bulldogs have flipped the side of the field, moving from right to left. Now the ball's going to be handed off to Robert Carter. Carter trying to run this one to the right side of the field, trying to bounce off the tackles, try to extend the play, but not going to be able to do so successfully. Tackled by the feet. To only get this one for a gain of 2 to make this one now a 4th down and 4 for the Bulldogs. See if they keep the offense out on the field or if they just try to pin the Tigers deep inside their territory. So it's like they say 4th and 4 is 4th and go. Mendoza will keep the offense out on the field. Gaines working in the pistol formation. Got 1 receiver to the right, 2 to the left. Gets the snap's going to hand this off to the running back Carter. Carter now has to make 1-man slip at the 25. Makes 1 man now. It's going to be tackled right around the 10-yard line. Tried to split the safeties right there. If he was able to do so, then he would have been in for the touchdown, but they were able to tackle him at the 10-yard line. Carter able to carry that for 32 yards. Have this one now at the Tigers' 10-yard line. Gaines working in a pistol formation. Got one receiver to the right, two to the left. That's going to be handed off to Carter. Carter trying to run to the left side now, trying to spin his way out of the tackle, but not going to be able to get too far. Only going to be able to go for a gain of 1 yard right there. Was going to make it a second down, goal to goal from the 9-yard line. 10 minutes and 13 seconds to go here in the second quarter. Bulldogs leading by a score of 34-0, knocking on the door to extend that lead here at the season finale here for the Bulldogs. And the Bulldogs came in tonight's record game with a record of 6-3, looking to improve that one to a 7-3 finish and 5-2 in district play on the season. This ball's going to be caught. Gaines able to connect with this receiver, Allen Haynes, on the RPO for the touchdown, 9 yards out. Gaines able to improve his day. 5-6 of passing so far. 77 yards for a touchdown. Point out the team out for the Bulldogs. Snap is good. The hold is good. And the kick is good. Up by number 37, Omar Alvarez for the Bulldogs. So 9:43 remaining here in the second quarter. The Bulldogs able to extend their lead by now 40-0. We'll take a quick break. We'll keep it right where you got it. Listening to Global Mike Broadcast Network. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Daikin Stadium here in Wallen, Texas, where the Bulldogs out to a 40-0 lead over the Cypress Park Tigers. Ball is going to be kicked by number 43. Brandon Herrera is going to take a bounce and sail into the end zone for a touchback. So the Bulldogs able to punch touchdowns on each of their offensive possession. So now they're going to turn this one back over to their defense. Tigers going to have this one starting at their own 25-yard line, moving from left to right. So far, the Bulldogs defense allow this Tigers offense only to a total of 17 total of offense. Those 17 yards coming by way of ground. So now Nicholas working in the pistol formation, going to hand this one off to the running back. William runs to the left side, makes the man miss. Now at the 40, trying to be tackled at the round about the 44-yard line. Do you see a penalty marker right around the 29-yard line? Play would have stand. It would have been a 20-yard gain, the biggest play for the Tigers so far in this game. Tigers pick up their fourth penalty marker here in the second quarter. Tigers have 4 penalties for 35 yards unofficially right now to the Bulldogs. 2 penalties for 30 yards. So now the Tigers going to have this one first and 15 for them. Boston handed off to the running back. William trying to run to the left side. Is going to be tackled right around the 27-yard line. So correction, that penalty marker only going to go for 5 yards on Cypress. So there'll be 4 penalties for 30 yards. And then the Bulldogs were 2 penalties for 20 yards. So that run by William for the Tigers, it was good for 5 yards. So it's going to be another penalty mark coming in behind the play right there. Bulldogs picking up the penalty marker right there. So Cypress Parks will thank them for that. It'll extend the drive and push this ball now here. Tigers will have it at their own 43-yard line. 8:37 remaining here in the second quarter. Nicholas looking over to each sideline to get the play call for this 1st and 10 play for the Tigers. Working in the shotgun formation. Got one receiver to the left, 2 to the right. Looking to pass, going to step up in the pocket. Pocket pass. I'm going to be tackled right down. Don't know if he got that throw off, but pressure coming in by Bulldogs defensive end, Tyron. Tyron trying to plead his case for the sack. Say Tyron was dragging Nicholas down to the turf before he was able to just throw the ball away to force the incomplete because there wasn't a wide receiver open over there on the left side of the field. Ty were able to win this case right there to get the sack. So it's going to go for a loss of 7 right there. Second down and 17 now for the Tigers. Man comes in motion from right to left. Next, going to hand this off to the running back. William trying to stay on his feet. Stumbled for a second right there. They're just going to give him the forward progress. Got pushed backwards. But that gain goes for no yardage right there. So it's going to be a 3rd down and 17 now for the Tigers. Ball pushed all the way back to their own 36-yard line. 7:25 remain here in the second quarter. Some substitutions coming in for the Bulldogs and late substitutions coming in for the Tigers. Bulldogs now pressing on the line for the corners. Now sending a little blitz right there, but trying to connect with this receiver, but unable to do so successfully right there. Fell a little bit short. Bulldogs able to send pressure right there to force that incomplete pass and force the Tigers to bring out their punting unit. Back deep for the Bulldogs. Number 10, Caden Sherry standing at his own 36-yard line. Punt by number 0 for the Tigers. That is Chris Away. Going to sail out of bounds into the Tigers sideline. The Bulldogs will have this one officially at their own 37-yard line. moving from right to left. Again, this is the Bulldogs season finale here at senior night. Coming in wearing the maroon helmet, W on right side, numbers on the left, maroon top, white number outlined in black, while going across the chest, white pants with the maroon stripe outlined with black going down the side. As for the side part Tigers, wearing the black uniform, black helmet, white top, black number with gold pins. As this next play is going to be carried by Carter going to the left side, only going to be able to pick up about 2 yard gain right there. So it's going to be a second down and 8 for the Bulldogs. 6:20 remaining here in the second quarter. Bulldogs huddle up right now. Now breaking the huddle. Offensive line getting ready to line up on the offensive line of scrimmage. Game's going to be working in the pistol formation. Got two receivers to the right, two to the left. He gets the snap. Going to fake the handoff to Carter. Now trying to avoid the pressure. And just going to be sacked right there. But we do have a penalty marker right now. It looks like the Bulldogs might get bailed out on that play right there. That ended up in a disaster. That was number 6, Darian Willis, was able to blow up that play right there. Bulldogs were trying to run a little read option right there. Game was trying to keep it and pull it last second, but Willis was not having any of that. But then wasn't able to bring down games without pulling the face mask, and the head officials right there able to call it. So Bulldogs gained new life with the penalty marker for the face mask. So the Bulldogs have this one first and 10 at their own 48-yard line. Shotgun formation for a game. Looking to pass, going to throw this one to the receiver Brown, but it's going to be incomplete. Look like got swatted right there at the line before it made its way out there to Brown. Tried to get the quick wide receiver screen over here to the left side. And it falls incomplete. Second down and 10 for the Bulldogs. Gaines working in the pistol formation. Got two receivers to the right, two to the left. Carter is the running back. This play is going to be handed off to Carter. Carter at the 45, Carter at the 40, at the 30, spinning around. Carter's going to be at the 20, Carter's at the 10, and Carter's going to be in for the touchdown. Not seeing any penalty markers on the play, so that's going to stand for a 51-yard touchdown run for Robert Carter. Carter able to spin out of his tackle right around the 15-yard line, stay on his feet, and just burst into a second gear of speed right there and punch that one in. Pointing out the attempt, team coming out for the Bulldogs. Snap is good. The hold is good. The kick is up. Fine. The kicker number 37, Omar Alvarez, is good. So the Bulldogs able to extend their senior night lead here by a score of 47-0 over the Cypress Park Tigers. We'll take a quick break and keep it right where you got it here on the Open Mic Broadcast Network. And welcome back here, ladies and gentlemen, to the Open Mic Broadcast Network here at Daikin Stadium in Waller, Texas, with the Bulldogs are up by a score of 47-0 over the Cypress Park Tigers. This kick by number 43, Brandon Herrera, goes into the end zone sail for a touchback, so the Tigers will have this one starting at their own 25-yard line. So far, the Bulldogs have a total of 288 total offense so far. We still have 5 minutes to go here in the second quarter. 211 of those have been by the way of the run game so far. So Nicholas and this offense for the Tigers coming out ready to work here in the shotgun formation. Man comes in motion from left to right. It's going to be a handoff to the running back, Williams. And Williams trying to make this one into a big play, but going to be tackled right around the 31-yard line. Able to get a big gain for about 6 yards right there. So we'll make it a second down and 4 now for Tigers. Moving a little urgency right here now. It's going to be a handoff to Williams once again. Slips out of one tackle in the backfield and keep the play alive, and going to be able to extend this one past the first down marker for a 7-yard gain right there. Like you say, another 6-yard gain. Needed 4 and picked up 6. So first and 10 for the Tigers. Back-to-back 6-yard run by the running back Williams. We have this one at their own 37-yard line. Moving from left to right. Tigers now looking over to the sideline. See what they were going to draw up on this first and 10 play. Shotgun formation for Nichols. One receiver to the left, 2 to the right. Now man comes in motion just a little bit. Now going to throw a wide receiver to me, a halfback screen wide open on there on the left side. There was nobody tend to him, able to be tackled and thrown out of bounds over there by the Bulldogs safety number 27, Corbin Morris. But that reception still good to go. For a gain of 20-yard line. It's going to be a pass that's going to be incomplete. Trying to hit his receiver, number 2, was the lefty quarterback Nicholas trying to hit Dustin Monroe, but it's going to fall incomplete. So second down, 10 play ball's going to be handed off to the running back. Tried to slip out of a tackle. The ball almost came loose right there, but able to secure it and try to pick up a positive gain of 9 yards right there. But we have another penalty marker coming in after the play. So Cypress Parks Tigers picking up their 6th penalty so far for 55 yards. Play get ready to resume back into action. 4 minutes remaining here in the second quarter. Bulldogs leading by a score of 47-0 over the Cypress Park Tigers. Nicholas, the quarterback, working in shotgun formation. Senior now rolling to the left. Gonna try set his feet. Now just gonna take this one and run to see if he can get any of those penalty yards back, and he's able to do so successfully past the original line of scrimmage. Say officially at the Bulldogs 40-yard line. So that carry goes for, you say, 12 yards right there for the quarterback. Tackle made by Bulldog linebacker number 52, Trace Geigley. So they're going to make this one a much more manageable 3rd and 8 for the Tigers. Trying to throw a quick screen, RPO to the wide receiver. Is going to be picked off by the Bulldogs. Going to be tackled right around the Tigers' 40-yard line, picked off by the corner number 3, David Brown III. But you have another penalty marker coming in behind the play. But it looked like it came in after the interception was already secured in the Bulldogs' hand. So we'll wait the call right now. Penalty marker came in right around Bulldog side of the field, at the 45-yard line. And if there could be a block in the back, that would go against the Bulldogs. Push this one back, possibly inside their own territory. But if it stands, the Bulldogs will have this one after the interception made by the defense, picking up their 3rd turnover. Correction, their 4th turnover. So both penalties coming out and being assessed against the Bulldogs. So instead of the Bulldogs getting this one inside the Tigers' territory at their 40, they're going to have this one pushed all the way back into their own territory at their own 19. So you can say officially they marked off 40 penalty yards, let alone off of that play. So 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. TK Gaines coming back out for the offense on this drive, working in the shotgun formation as it seems right now. Got one receiver to the right, 4 to the left. Got Boudreaux lined up behind the 3 wide receiver now. Man in motion comes from left to right, and it is Caden Key makes a man miss. Now it's going to try to cut this one back inside the numbers, and then finally going to be tackled past the 35 and thrown out of bounds, but 19 picked up the 1st down. Picked up 20 yards right there. Was the wide receiver Sherry. I have this one now at the Bulldogs 39-yard line. Clock will continue to roll here. 2 minutes and 55 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Now Bulldogs will use that same formation, but just flip side to the field with it. Going to line it to the right side of the field. Now man coming in motion from left to right. Going to be the receiver number 2, Michael Tassinge, getting this one, trying to lower the shoulder and bounce off a tackle to keep the play alive. But finally going to be tackled by a host of Tigers, officially being spotted at the 42-yard line. So that jet sweep goes for a gain of 5 yards. So it all depends on how you consider that in your textbook. They can either drop that as a quick touch pass instead of a carry, but I won't drop that down as a carry. I'll talk to the official head stat on what that needs to be. But that will take us to the 2-minute timeout here between the Waller Bulldogs and the Cypress Parks Tigers. The Bulldogs leading by a score of 47-0 here on senior night. We'll take a quick break. We'll keep it right where you got it. You're listening to the Open Mic broadcast Network.
Brought to you by the Open Mic Broadcast Network, where we celebrate local achievements and stories in sports, education, and community engagement. Today, we highlight the power of youth sports in building confidence, teamwork, and leadership skills. Around the country, young athletes are stepping onto fields, courts, and tracks with determination, showing us all the value of commitment and discipline. Coaches, volunteers, and parents continue to play a vital role, ensuring every child has the opportunity to grow both on and off the field. In addition, community organizations are offering programs that blend academics with athletics, giving young people guidance and support that lasts beyond the game. From mentoring initiatives to fitness workshops, these efforts remind us that our neighborhoods thrive when we invest in the next generation. Remember, every small contribution, whether cheering from the stands, volunteering a few hours, or sharing your experience, helps build a stronger, more connected community. This has been the Community Report, powered by the Open Mic Broadcast Network, serving the community through faith and athletics.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Open Mic Broadcast Network, as this one's going to be a little pitch play. So I guess you will consider that a reception for Mr. Haynes. So that one only goes for about 2 yards right there. So I know Mr. Gaines will take that one and add those to his stats all day. Let the receiver do all the work. You just pitch it to him. So third down and 3 for the Bulldogs. 1:10 here remaining now in the third quarter. Got to stop. It's in the play right now. Look like the Bulldogs weren't able to get that play off in time. Play clock is already down to 0 seconds. So Mendoza has to use his first timeout. It'll be a 30-second timeout, so we'll stay right here. Bulldog came out to a hot start, able to capitalize on a 43-yard touchdown drive to open up this game. It only took the Bulldogs 2 plays. Then, seemingly after that, the Bulldogs were able to force a fumble in 2 plays, capitalize on a good field position, punch it out 20 yards out on a 1 play touchdown run by the running back Boudreaux. Then the Bulldogs able to extend their 13-0 lead by getting a pick six right after that by the Bulldogs, returned by number 0, Deshaun McGarry. The Bulldogs defense able to force a 3-and-out to have the Bulldogs score another touchdown by Boudreaux, 49 yards out to have his second touchdown of the game. And the Bulldogs able to capitalize on their third pick, their third turnover. At the Bulldogs bring out their offense out back on the field to end it out on a 22-yard touchdown run by the quarterback, Caden Key. And the Bulldogs able to force punt and then a 9-yard touchdown reception from TK James to Allen Haynes. Zoom back in the play here. Ball was handed off to the running back, able to get an extra push right there from the offensive line. Only need to get 3. Ended up getting 10 right there. So first and 10 now for the Bulldog. Clock still rolling. It'll be at 35 seconds. Bulldogs just taking the time here right now. It's like they got to take and force to use another timeout here. Play clock got all the way down to 2 seconds, so the game clock is at 29 seconds. So we'll take a quick break. We'll keep it right where you got it. You're listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Open Mic Broadcast Network with the Bulldogs. Have this one first and 10. Going to have this one pitched to the wide receiver to Shin. Able to get this one and follow the blocker. It's going to go for a gain of 9 yards right there. See what the Bulldogs try to do right here. Got about 15 seconds left on the play clock. Looks like they're going to take that one, just head into halftime with the lead. The Bulldogs did receive the opening kickoff, so the Tigers will get opening kickoff to open the second half of play, but the Bulldogs will go into halftime with the lead by a score of 47-0 over the Cypress Park Tigers. We'll take a quick break and I'll come back with some halftime stats. We'll keep it right where you got it. You're listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to quick halftime report here for the matchup between the Waller Bulldogs and the Cypress Park Tigers. Bulldogs able to jump out to a commanding lead by a score of 47-0. So far, that offense was able to put up a total of 313 total offense, 211 of those coming by the running back Brown, leading them was number 11, the senior Robert Carter. Carter has 6 carries for 124 yards, so he's averaging just about 20 yards, 20.6 yards per carry. Also helping him in those duties will be the running back number 8, Boudreaux has 3 carries for a total of 76 yards, but he has 2 touchdowns out off of him for a 20-yard touchdown run and then a 49-yard touchdown. In correction, sorry, Robert Carter does have a touchdown to his stat line, able to punch one out 51 yards out on his 6 carry. And then for TK Gaines is 8 for 10 in that first half for 102 yards with a touchdown coming on the first drive, 43 yards out to Kate Cherry on the first possession, and then able to capitalize on another touchdown, 9 yards out to wide receiver number 5, Allen Haynes. So TK Gaines 8 for 10 for 102 yards for 2 touchdowns in that first half. Bulldogs defense were able to minimize the Side Park's offense to a total of 39 yards of offense in that first half. Defense able to pick up 4 turnovers, 3 by way of interception, 1 fumble. That's where we have it here. The Bulldogs leading by a score of 47-0. Step away and enjoy this halftime show presented by the band. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Just finally finalizing up this halftime performance by band. Teams are making their way out. of the field house, getting loose and stretching, ready to get this second half of football underway. The Cypress Park Tigers will be receiving the kickoff to open up this contest, moving from right to left. I want to remind our listeners that this game is being brought to you by the Temple of Refuge Ministries located in Prairie View, Texas. Building the kingdom one soul at a time. You can listen to the Temple of Refuge Ministries Bible studies every Tuesday and Thursday, 7:30 Central Standard Time. And you can listen to the 10 a.m. service in person every first and third up every Sunday, or every Sunday at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. Bulldogs were able to total 313 total offense in that first half. 211 coming by way of ground, and 102 of that coming by the air. Bulldogs were led by their running back, Mr. Robert Carter, number 11, had 6 carries for 124 yards and a touchdown in that first half, averaging 20.6 yards per carry. And then Mr. Brujo, number 8, had 3 carries, totaling for 76 yards, and able to punch it in the end zone 2 yards on a 20-yard touchdown run and a 49-yard touchdown run. TK Gaines, the quarterback for the Bulldogs, is 8 of 10 in that first half with 102 yards and 2 touchdowns. Touchdown coming in the first opening drive, 43 yards out to Caden Sherry, and then a 9-yard touchdown strike to his wide receiver number 5, the senior Allen Haynes. Bulldogs defense were able to minimize the Side Parks Tigers offense to only a total of 39 total yards of offense in that first half. Correction, he had 39 rushing yards and 19 receiving yards. So that total was 58 total yards of offense. Bulldogs were able to get 4 turnovers in that first half, getting a pick 6 return by the safety number 0, Deshaun McGarry. Gary for 46 yards out. Bulldogs were able to get a fumble recovery out of their defensive end, number 25, Joey Mazan, early in the first quarter on the second possession for the Tigers. Bulldogs were able to capitalize and turn that into 7. And then got an interception by number 23, Weston Hubertus. Then the last interception came by number 3, David Brown III, which ended up penalizing the Bulldogs back on their own side of the field. If they would have got the interception to stand with no penalty mark, they would have had it inside the Tigers' territory. Probably would have been able to get some points, ending that first half to extend their lead. But nevertheless, their score remains the same here. Say it says 48-0. It should be 47. Double check where I missed extra point somewhere. Extra point did get blocked earlier in the first inning, so it does right. It should be 49. So our score is correct. 48-0 is our score. Kickoff by the Bulldogs, number 16, Brendan, going to be a return by the return man number 12 for the Tigers. That is Jashad Fortname. Fontenot not going to get a good return out of that one. Got wrapped up and thrown down to the turf immediately. Would have been better just letting that one sail until it touched back for the Tigers. Would have got it at the 25, but they're going to get this one starting at their own 20, moving from left to right. The Tigers coming in wearing the black helmet, white jersey, black number with the gold pant again. Here on senior night for the Bulldogs, coming in wearing the maroon helmet, W on the right, numbers on the left. Maroon jersey with walls going across the chest, white numbers outlined in black, white pants with the maroon stripe outlined with black stripes going down the side. Quarterback, senior, Nicholas Williams coming out for the Tigers, working in the shotgun formation. Two receivers to the left, one to the right. Going to hand this off to the running back, number 30, William Warren. William Warren trying to run this to the right side of the field, trying to spin out of a Bulldog's arm, but not going to be able to get far away from him. Only going to go for a gain, about a yard right there. Say Jenner's getting 2 yards right there. So second down and 8-4. The Tigers ball is spotted at their own 22-yard line. Shotgun formation for Nichols. You got two receivers to the left, one to the right. Gets the snap now rolling to the left, looking to pass, going to throw this one across the spot. He's going to try to connect with this receiver number 0, Chris Oei. Going to fall incomplete right there. So Nicholas, 10th pass attempt falls incomplete. He's only been able to connect on one reception, so he's one of 9 so far in the game for 19 yards. So that incomplete makes this a third down and 8-4. The Tigers working in the shotgun formation is Nickel. Got two receivers to the left, one to the right. Now the one on the left comes and was going to try and throw a misdirection wide receiver wheel route to the right side. And it's able to get Warren open. Got the defense distracted and worried about the play developing to the right side of the field and then able to throw the ball over to the left side of the field. Jimmy got that backwards, but left side got the defense distracted on the left side and able to connect with his running back on the right side of the field was Nicholas on to Warren for the wide receiver screen to go enough for a first down. To have this one now first and 10 for the Tigers inside their own 43-yard line. Ball going to be handed off to Warren. Warren is running this to the right side, trying to keep those feet moving after the initial contact. Going to be good for about a 7-yard gain right there. Actually pushing and shoving coming on at the end of that one. So that reception was able to go for 27 yards. So now this one is a second down. They say 6, so that carry only went for 6 yards. This one's going to go back to the running back, William Warren, again, trying to run this one to the left side of the field, trying to spin out a tackle and get his way past the first down marker. Need to get forward. Able to pick up another gain of 6 right there. So Tigers seemingly cooking up a good drive here right now. Got this one past midfield inside the Bulldogs territory at the Bulldogs 43-yard line. 7:40 remaining here in the third quarter. Another handoff going to William Warren. Warren running through the left side, able to slip through the initial tackle, still on his feet, trying to throw wall of Bulldogs defenders off and keep this play alive. Finally going to be tackled right around the 27-yard line. So a gain of 13 yards right there by the running back, Warren. So first and 10 for the Tigers. Ball is now spotted at the Bulldogs 27-yard line. 7:15 remaining here in the third quarter. Tigers cooking up a good opening drive here on their first opening drive here in the third quarter. Another handoff to William running the left side, trying to follow blockers and slip through some more holes, but going to be wrapped up, not until he picked up. Say a modest gain, about 4 yards right there. So we'll make it a second down and 6 now for the Tigers. Bulldogs defense looking over here on the west side line for the play call with the second down and 6 play, what they're going to bring out for coverage. Tigers looking over to their east side line, looking for what they're going to bring here on this second down and 6 play. No substitutions for the team, so play clock is down to 15 seconds. Game clock now all the way down to 6 minutes and 25 seconds. Nichols now is ready to operate. Got two receivers lined up to his left, one to his right. Now gets the snap, looking to pass, looking to the left side of the field. He's going to take a heave to the end zone, trying to throw this off the back foot. It's going to fall incomplete. Just fade out of bounds right there. Trying to hit his intended receiver, number 2, Dustin Monroe. Pressure was able to get to him by the Bulldogs to force the incomplete pass. to make it a 3rd down and 6 now for the Tigers. Clock's going to stop at 5 minutes and 59 seconds. Nichols working in the shotgun formation. Got 2 receivers to the left, one to the right. This ball's going to be handed off to the new running back in. Now is Trey Cartney. Carton is able to run this one up to about the 20-yard line for a 4-yard gain. So it's going to make this now a 4th and 2 for Donald Lawrence and his Tiger offense. Keeping the offense out on the field. 2 receivers, 2 nickels left, one to his right. Running back is William, and then this one, the Bulldogs going to bring the pressure, and this one's going to be wrapped up for a loss. Tackling William Warren in the backfield, bringing the first pressure was number 52, Trace Geigley. So needed to get 2 yards. Actually ended up losing 2 right there. Was Warren to force this one for a turnover on downs, and the Bulldogs are going to get this one starting at their own 23-yard line. The Bulldog defense able to stand tall. We're cooking up a good opening drive right there. But not able to pick up 4th down and 2 to keep the drive alive. So 1st and 10 now for the Bulldogs. Quarterback in now for them will be number 7, Caden Key. Caden Key's going to hand this off to the running back. Trying to run this to the right side. That's number 26. Caleb Whitfield on the carry. Whitfield picking up, say 5 yards on that carry. So 2nd down and 5 now for Bulldogs. Key on the quarterback keeper, trying to run this to the right side, trying to make defenders miss. Cut this one back up midfield. Going to be about a yard shy of the 1st down. So he was able to pick up 4 yards on that scamper right there. So 3rd down and 1 for the Bulldogs. Ball is spotted at their own 32-yard line. Clock will continue to roll here. Third down and 1 for Key in his offense. You got lined up in shotgun formation. You got 2 receivers to the left, one to the right. Stumbles as he's trying to make his way toward the 1st down marker. Don't know if he's able to pick it up, but they're going to give the indication that he was able to stay up on his feet until he lost all of his balance. Only able to stay up on his feet to pick up the initial enough for the 1st down. Only need to get one. So 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. Coming in now for the Bulldogs, number 16, Ethan Brennan, coming line up, wide receiver slot inside right there, lined up on the left side of Key. Now comes in motion from left to right, fakes the handoff to Brennan. Key's now going to keep this one, trying to run to the left side, trying to bounce this one back out to the outside to where he tried to follow his blockers, but the Tigers were able to wrap him up before he was able to explode that play to individually what it was about to be. Able to go for 4 yards right there. So it's going to make it a 2nd down and 6 for the Bulldogs. Clock is rolling. 7:38 remaining here in. 1 minute and 38 remaining here in the 3rd quarter. Bulldogs leading by a score of 48-0 over the Cypress Park Tigers. Key now getting new play call. Play clock is down to 2 seconds. Able to get this one off, throw it off to the wide receiver. Brown over here to the left side, but a quick wide receiver screen. Only able to go for about, say, 2 or 3 yards. Depending on what the spot on what they get, and we'll see what they do. So you don't say that reception goes for 2 yards. So third down and 4 the Bulldog working in shotgun formation will be doing so. Got two receivers to the right, two to the left. Bujo is the running back lined up on the right side. Guess the snap's going to be a quarterback keeper key. Lee's going to run to the right side, makes it a defender miss. It's going to be enough for the first down. Like I said, only need to get four, and they would pick up five. So the Bulldogs able to pick up another first down here on this drive to keep it alive. Got 7 seconds remaining here in the third quarter, and that will take us to the end of three. Bulldogs leading by a score of 48-0 over the Cypress Park Tigers. Will take a quick break to the right where you got it. You're listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network.
Welcome to the Community Report, brought to you by the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Today's topic is staying hydrated throughout the year. Water is essential for nearly every function in your body, including digestion, circulation, temperature regulation, and joint lubrication. Proper hydration can improve energy levels, enhance cognitive performance, and support overall health. It's important to drink water consistently, not just when you feel thirsty. For adults, a general guideline is to aim for at least 8 8-ounce glasses of water daily, but individual needs can vary depending on activity level, climate, and health conditions. Incorporating water-rich foods like fruit and vegetables can also contribute to your daily hydration. Avoid excessive sugary drinks and caffeine, as they can sometimes dehydrate the body. Remember, hydration isn't just for hot weather. Cold and dry climates can also lead to fluid loss. Making water your go-to beverage and carrying a reusable bottle can help you maintain healthy hydration habits year-round. But this has been the Community Report, created and powered by the Open Mic Broadcast Network, serving the community through faith and athletics.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Open Mic Broadcast Network here in Dyke Stadium in Waller, Texas, with the Bulldogs leading by a score of 48-0 here against the Cypress Park Tigers for the season finale here on senior night. Bulldogs so far got a total of 325 total yards of offense in that first. Excuse me, in the game so far, 221 of those yards coming from rushing, and 104 of those coming by the way of the ground. Bulldogs led by running back, tandem duo, Robert Carter, had 6 carries for 124 yards and a touchdown. Boudreaux had 3 carries, 76 yards for 2 touchdowns. TK Gaines night ends for going 8 of 10 with 102 yards and 2 touchdowns. Bulldogs so far committed 5 penalties for 75 yards throughout the contest. For the Cypress Park Tigers, Tigers have a total of 6 penalties for 55 yards committed in the contest so far, and a total of 113 total yards of offense, 72 rushing, 41 passing, with 4 turnovers committed here in this game to get ready to resume back and play back. So start off this fourth quarter, the ball goes to wide receiver. Key able to connect to his wide receiver number 9, Brown, able to go for the first down. Was at the 45. Now goes all the way down to the 39 for a 16-yard reception right there for the Bulldogs. So first and 10 now. Plays ball's going to be handed off to the running back, Whitfield. Whitfield run this to the left side, trying to follow his blocker, going to be tackled by the ankle for a gain of about 2 yards right there. So we'll say Whitfield got 3-yard gain right there. Second down and 7 for the Bulldogs. Key looking over to the sideline now, going to change the play call and the formation. Bujo was on the left, now lines up on the right. Allen Haynes comes in motion from the left to the right. Going to be a quick pitch to Allen Haynes on the little touch pass right there. He's going to go for 6 yards. So third down and 1 for the Bulldogs here. Ball is spotted at the Tigers' 31-yard line. 10 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter. Bulldogs leading by a score of 48-0. Late substitution. Bulldogs going to come off the field. Number 26, Weeksville's going to come in on this third down and one play. Bulldogs moving from left to right. Working the physical formation is key. Play clock's down to 9 seconds. Ball can be handed off. Snap to quarterback. Hands it off to Whitfield. Wilfield only need to get one. He's able to pick up 4 yards right there. So first and 10 now for the Bulldogs. Ball is spotted at the Tigers' 28-yard line. 9 minutes and 20 seconds remaining here in the fourth quarter. Key working in the shotgun formation. Got two receivers to the left. Fakes the pitch to the left side. Going to keep this one running to the right side. Cuts back up field. Pass of 20. Officially at the 18-yard line. Is it enough for the first down? The officials are indicating it is. So Key able to pick up 10 yards right there and another first down for the Bulldogs. Bulldogs just added on to their total here. The Bulldogs will improve their record to 7-3 here and 5-2 in district play. Again, the last time the Bulldogs went to the playoff was back in 2014. Just a little bit over sophomore in that time. So congratulations to this fine group of young men of breaking that long curse that the Bulldogs have hanging over their head. This pass goes to number 14, Baylor C. So Key trying to collect to C, and it goes for 2 yards. So it'll be second down and 18 now for the Bulldogs. Ball's going to be lined up over there on the left hash. The Bulldogs moving from left to right. Shotgun formation for Case and Key. Going to pick the pitch off. Going to be trying to bounce off of one tackle. Able to stay on his feet to be in for the touchdown. Aiden Key able to punch in his second touchdown here on the day. First one was 22 yards out back in the first quarter. Now able to punch this one 16 yards out to extend our lead here. Waller, 54, Cypress Park Tigers, 0. Kick is up and it is good. Clock will continue to roll here. So we have 6 minutes and 50 seconds remaining here left in this contest. The Bulldogs are able to enjoy this senior night in fashion, winnable fashion. And when the Bulldogs take on their playoff opponent, they will be giving you live coverage of the first round for the Bulldogs. We'll take a quick break. Keep it right where you got it. Listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Bulldog kick-off team. Not going to be happy about this one. Clean second half. So up to this far as Britain kickoff going to sail out of bounds. Tigers will get good starting field position at the end of this one, unless they make the Bulldogs re-kick, but not looking like they're going to line up for that one. Tigers should get this one at their own 30-yard line. So first and 10 for the Tigers. Ball is spotted at their own 30-yard line, moving from right to left. Nicholson, the quarterback, has it working in the shotgun formation. Got one receiver to the right, two to the left. Gonna fake the handoff. Gonna keep this run to the right side. It's at the 40, at the 45. Pat midfield gonna hurdle and just try to jump over his own defender and just actually jump into the arms of the defender for the Bulldog. But picked up 23 yards right there on that one. So first and 10 for the Tigers. The ball is past midfield inside the Bulldogs territory, officially at the Bulldogs 47. It's got a penalty marker coming in right now. So 7 penalties now for 60 yards for Tigers. Going to make this a first and 15 now. 2:50 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Shotgun formation for Nichols. Nichols going to hand this off to the running back. Warren trying to run this to the left side. Now trying to bounce it back to the right side. Going to be able to get back to the original line of scrimmage. Now he got wrapped up by a host of Bulldogs. Carry goes for 6 yards right there. Second down and 8 for the Tigers. See, this will be the last play until a 2-minute warning. So it's going to be kept by Warren. Nichols running to the left side. They're going to take a shot and they're going to be complete. Caught by the wide receiver, Chris. Get this one inside the Bulldogs territory. OI going to be tackled at the Bulldogs 2-yard line. So that reception goes for 45 yards. So the Tigers able to get their biggest play of the night so far. And it goes for 45 yards. And the Bulldogs shutout is at jeopardy right now. We'll take a quick break for the 2-minute timeout. The Bulldogs lead by a score of 55-0. You're listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network. And welcome back here, ladies and gentlemen. Ready to zoom back into action. Bulldog defense is threatening to give up a touchdown here right now. First and goal, ball is spotted at their own 2-yard line. The ball's going to be handed off to William Warren, the running back. Going to be about a yard shy of the end zone right there. Got stuffed up right there, so we're going to make this a second and goal now for the Tigers. Shotgun formation for Nichols. Ball's going to be handed off to the running back, William Warren. Warren's going to be in for the touchdown. Not seeing any penalty markers on the field right now. And it will stand for the 1 yard touchdown run by number 30, sophomore William Warren. So Warren's 18th rush of the day is finally able to see the end zone to have our score 55-7. 1 minute and 12 seconds remaining here in the fourth quarter. Bulldogs just got to run this play run a few plays and go ahead and chalk this one up. Bulldogs will advance their record to 7-3 overall and 5-2 in district. For the Cypress Park Tigers, they're going to fall to a record of 0-10 and 0-7 in district play. Cypress Park Tigers offense was able to put up 189 total yards of offense, 101 rushing. Both of the carry came from the running back number 30, Warren Williams, the sophomore, having 18 carries for that touchdown. Just right there to get the Cypress Park Tigers into scoring. Quarterback Nichols went 3 of 13 with a total of 88 yards. The team went and collected 7 penalties for 60 yards. For the Bulldogs, right now, there's going to be a squib onside kick that goes off the front defender's leg and ricochets right back to the special teams of the Cypress Park. So they're able to recover it. And they're going to get the ball right back. So it looks like that will do the matter for the Bulldogs offense. The offense is going to end with a total of 384 total yards of offense, 224 rushing, and 160 passing. So back comes the Tigers offense. William Warren going to get this one running, trying to slip out of a tackle, but it's going to be wrapped up for a gain of about 3 yards right there to make it a second down and 7 for the Tigers. Ball is past midfield inside Bulldogs territory, officially at the Bulldogs 49. That total now will make it 104 for Tigers. Ball's going to be handed off to William Warren again. Once again, he's trying to keep those feet moving backwards. Going to get an extra initial push from the offensive line. Going to be finally stopped down at the 40. Needed 7 and got 8 right there. Play clock. Well, no need to go down any further because the game clock was at 20. Looks like Cypress Park are going to go ahead and throw in the towel, make their way to line up to salute the Bulldogs for a good game here. And the Bulldogs going to be able to punch this 2025 season, regular season, with the win. Adding this win will make their record 7-3 for the season and 5-2 in district play. Bulldogs were able to put together a total of 384 total yards of offense, picked up 6 penalties for 75 yards. TK Gale went 8 of 10 for 102 yards, 2 touchdown passes, with most of his both of that in that first half. Bulldog rushing tandem. Robert Carter had 6 carries for 124 yards and a touchdown. Boudreaux had 3 carries for 76 yards and 2 touchdowns. And then you can't forget about the play from the quarterback, senior Cade Key. Key was responsible and got and saw 2 touchdowns as well on the night. He had 8 carries for 69 yards and 2 touchdowns. Also went 4 of 5 through the air for 26 yards. So the senior was able to put together and contribute to this Bulldogs win here, as this one will conclude matters. Bulldogs winning by a score of 55-7 over the Cypress Park Tigers. I am Philip Prince. I'd like to thank you for tuning into today's broadcast. Until then, we will see you on the other side.